Welcome. This is Paula Chafee-Scardomalia of DiviningTheMuse.com with your Monday Tarot message from the Muse for the week of September 10th. So your theme for the week is the Four of Coins. Coins is the element of earth in the realm of home, health, and wealth. Anything you can touch, taste, or feel. You can see this man here holding these 4 coins very tightly, closely to his chest. He's got almost a look of slyness or suspicion or whatever. It's as if he says, "This is mine, you go find yours somewhere else." Your theme for the week is to really look at how you're holding tightly on to something. It might be finances, it might be material things in your workspace, it might be you're holding on to the manuscript you finally finished and you're afraid to put it out in the world. The thing about this card is that if he doesn't open his hands and make room for something else, nothing new will come in. This is what he'll hold on to. This is all he'll have because he has no room for anything else. So the theme for this week is to really look at, are you making room for other things to come in, or are you holding too tightly on to what you already have? What do you maybe need to open up and let go of or make space for in your creative work? The focus for the week is the High Priestess. I love this card. I just had a discussion with it about a friend yesterday. So here's the High Priestess. She's the Major Arcana card. You can see her holding the pomegranate, and in one hand and in the other hand she has the scroll. You can think of the High Priestess as a threshold guardian, as one who reveals and opens up the unconscious, the deeper worlds, the deeper wisdoms to you. So this week, really look at, where do you need to go deeper into your creative work? Where do you need to go deeper for the stories you're telling or the work that you're developing, and how can the High Priestess help you get there? For the action this week, it's interesting because here we have the Eight of Swords. Swords is the element of air in the realm of mind, thoughts, attitudes, beliefs, and communication. You can see this poor woman looks like Frodo hung up in the spider's web. There's a sign of Gemini down here, the planet Jupiter, who's the big benefic. He makes everything bigger, including our own self-doubts and fears. You can see that her hand is free. If she moved the blindfold from herself, she could discover that there were ways and means of cutting herself free from being bound up. Your action this week is to open your eyes, to look clearly at how your self-doubts, your fears, and misbeliefs are holding you back from doing the work, from being bigger in your work than what you currently are. And then finally, when you can do that, all of a sudden the holding on to and the fears and self-doubts turn into the gift of the Queen of Wands. Wands is the element of fire in the realm of spirit, creativity, career, and work. The Queen, she's the mistress of the element. And you can see this Queen has no fear and is very fierce in her creativity and creative work. So look this week, after you've accomplished these things, for you to move into that space of being the Queen of Wands, or that someone enters your circle who has that fierceness and can be a role model for you. So as we look at the story for the week, we start off with the 4 in the coins, that very stable number. We like that sense and that feeling of being stable and secure, but in seeking to guard our security, we often lose the opportunity to bring new things into our lives. So really think about this week where there are places where if you let go of a little security, more things might come in for you. Then focus on, how do I need to go deeper in my work? How do I need to go deep into my own unconscious to touch into perhaps the mythic and larger themes of my work? When I do that and I allow myself that, then interestingly, here's an 8, which is the double of 4. So again, these fears, these misbeliefs, these self-doubts that keep getting larger, how do I need to remove the blindfold and face up to these fears and self-doubts so that I can really move forward in my work? And then finally, when I do that, look for either becoming the queen or welcoming a queen of Wands into my circle who can show me how to be fierce in my work. And this is Paula Chafee Scardomalia of diviningthemuse.com, wishing you divine musings.